Mohamed Saleh, and I guess we are at the business end of the season. I assume a lot of the leagues are gonna end by this weekend. To catch up from episode 20, let's see, the battle for the Champions League place in the Premier League hots up. 1 point separates Chelsea, Liverpool, and Leicester City. Chelsea faces Aston Villa, Liverpool faces Crystal Palace, and Leicester faces Leicester faces Tottenham Hotspur. Sorry. In this weekend's tie, alright, so look out for that race as well. In the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, champion again. The battle for top 4 in Serie A, hots up. Inter already declared champion. And the 3 places, Napoli, AC Milan, Juve looking to secure... Napoli, AC Milan, and Juve looking to secure third and fourth, as Atalanta is confirmed second. They are looking to secure the final place over. In La Liga, Barcelona dropped out of the title race, and it all boils down to the 2 Madrid teams in Spain for La Liga, and of course underrated Lille looking to secure League One as it goes down to the wire just between them and PSG. But that's just a quick recap. But today's episode, I want to focus on the hot story of world football. And that's what we do here in the 433 podcast. And it is the Harry Kane saga. Not too sure whether you guys have heard about it, but he have handed in a transfer request. And on our IG page, it blew up, especially from our podcast friends and partners, asking and demanding to talk about this. I get a lot of questions saying that is it ethical to leave Spurs now when they are down and out, or is it a good idea to keep him or sell him, especially with the pandemic market and economies not doing well? And the big question is to where should he go? Well, you know me, I like to go point by point here in the 433 podcast. Well, firstly, I think he have realized that he can't win any titles with Spurs. If he did, it's not a guaranteed, right? It's not a guarantee that he will be winning it every year. But the thing is, for me, from what I have been told by some of my sources, is that Daniel Levy, I don't know how he pronounces Levy or Levi, I don't know. But the owners of Spurs, Daniel Levy, will allow this to happen for 150 million negotiable plus. And I thought to myself, sure, he's a player of that caliber, and it would be even more if he had a good Euros. Maybe if he finished top scorer or something like that, he had a good tournament. For me, is that I don't see it happening. The closest it will be somewhere around 80-90 million plus player. Real Madrid dropped a bombshell today in Marca saying that they're gonna offload 10 players in the summer, including their veterans. So maybe Destination Madrid is in the offing, but the team that needed the most to me is Manchester United. And I can't see Manchester United for 2 years in a row sit aside and watch Liverpool and Man City strengthen on a major big game player. I just can't see it. Liverpool, with all their players back, is going to be like a new signing. Virgil van Dijk, all their injury winning season players are all coming back. Man City are always going to be there, especially now that Aguero is leaving. You can bet that Pep Guardiola will strengthen his side. Man United need Harry Kane, and yes, even if they already renewed Cavani's contract. Years ago, they missed out on Gareth Bale, and now to me, if they really want to announce themselves as serious contenders next season, they have to get Harry Kane. I just imagine the beauty of Bruno Fernandes sending through balls to Harry Kane with a decoy Marcus Rashford. Can you imagine it, Manchester United fans, if you're listening in? I can certainly see it. Now, going back to some of y'all saying if it's ethical for Harry Kane to leave, I think it's one of those situations where he has done everything he can with Spurs, and he deserves to play with a more ambitious side. I think he sticks around last season because Mourinho talked him into it, and I think with Bale returning, the big names in the club kind of convinced him to do it. Especially when, like I mentioned before, Gareth Bale returning from Real Madrid on loan, but he realizes right now that he needs to be playing in the Champions League week in, week out, and not to fall for that, excuse me, Liverpool fans, that Steven Gerrard trap that he did in Liverpool. Gerrard stays, he got a lot of opportunities to go to Chelsea and join Mourinho. I think Real Madrid called him and asked him to to join them while after Zidane retired. So I think it's a bit unfair if they were to talk about being ethical here. I think we will see a merry-go-round exchange of strikers this season. Aguero looks to be signing with Barcelona. It looks likely right now. And Messi still haven't decided if he is staying at Barca. Should Aguero sign for Barcelona and Messi sign for City, I think from there it will be either Manchester United or Real Madrid is his destination. Maybe for Madrid, maybe it will be for Luka Modric in exchange or return, or Eden Hazard, maybe strength at the back if they can get money. Maybe a Sergio Ramos exchange. I'll never know. Stranger things have happened. Many of you will say, Sergio Ramos is not going to go there, but we'll never know. Diego Godin from Atletico Madrid, he was an Atletico Madrid through and through. He can be playing in a lower league in Syria right now, a legend of the game. Who's to say Ramos can't do that? So we've seen it before. A player that wants to go to a different culture, to a different league, want to test out his ability. Ramos might see it as his last payday, professional contract to coop up some big money for him. Who knows? Harry Kane's move will depend on who moves elsewhere. Bottom line, it depends on all these strikers. A merry-go-round full of transfers. I don't see a straight cash player transfer, especially with the pandemic. No team, even Manchester United, who doesn't coop a big loss during the pandemic, even them, they can't be paying 150 million for a player.